now I would like to share a core message of our society and our swag movement. The core message to everyone is that we are not just physical entities experiencing random existence. Instead, we are all eternal energy of consciousness, wisdom entities, constantly choosing and creating our own respective ongoing existential realities. So we are much more than our bodies, we are much more than our limited minds. We are a bit of higher consciousness, and that is what we are always is our core message to each and every one. So through meditation, we all can find ourselves experiencing this consciousness and wisdom. So without much delay, I would like to call upon our next speaker, Dr. Nihal Jain. So Dr. Nihal Jain is an Indian Forest Service officer, retired from the senior position of Principal Chief Conservator of Forest in Rajasthan. He has worked for more than 33 years in the Forest Department in various positions. He has been associated with PSSM for almost like 5 years now, and he is actively promoting the natural vegetarian diets and holistic health approaches. And he has also established Samagram, an active voluntary service organization to promote a holistic approach in all arenas of life. So I cordially invite Dr. Nihal Jain to kindly speak on his topic, innovation for greenery.
Thank you, all friends. It has been great listening since afternoon, and ब्रह्म ऋषि पत्री जी को बहुत बहुत प्रणाम, आशीर्वाद आपका, आपका स्नेह हमेशा मिलता रहता है और बहुत प्रेरणा मिलती है और जीवन में एक अभूतपूर्व परिवर्तन, विशेष तौर से जब से मैं राजकीय सेवा से निवृत्त हुआ हूं, मैं अपने आप को उस सेवा से भी ज्यादा व्यस्त महसूस कर रहा हूं, ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व महसूस कर रहा हूं, ज्यादा लर्निंग, जबरदस्त जो जीवन की लर्निंग से सीख है वो बहुत गहराई से महसूस कर रहा हूँ. Is it okay to use Hindi or I should be in English only? I think a lot of people would not understand.
Whatever you feel right.
Right. Thank you. प्रणाम सर. तो मैं अपनी बात को शुरू करने से पहले और समय की सीमा को ध्यान रखते हुए I would like to go to my presentation. So I would like to start with asking or talking about something which we can change. Innovation is actually reinvention. Mostly things have been innovated or found out, but we are probably reinventing or re-emphasizing, and that would be the right word I would like to use. I want to start with my small journey. I was a young child, and at the age of about 10 or 12 years, I went to a town for a school. My father used to live in a very, very small village. So I had to walk about 10 or 12 kilometers every fortnight or every weekend to meet my father. And I saw a lot of village people. And that inspired me, their farming, their forest, and I opted for studying agriculture and forestry. And I ultimately became a forest officer in the Indian Forest Service. And that continuously inspired me. What is our relationship with nature? What is our relationship with environment? How we are responsible for it? And gradually it imbibed that I've started making my house about 15 years ago. So I planned a lot of pyramids in that house. And I wanted to make house very eco-friendly, natural. Probably I wanted to target, my ambition was to target to come to a life which creates zero carbon footprint. And I wanted to reach somewhere near zero. I'm still targeting to be near zero. But what I have achieved is the 95% of the rainwater which falls on my house is recycled back and recharged into the ground. So that I started right from the beginning. The waste which is generated in the house is totally recycled. So I make home compost, I use reuse everything, and I don't throw anything in the municipal garbage system. The energy wise, I started having solar production in the house. I started using solar cooking. I have all the time I've been using plant-based diet, and I use a lot of raw and all things. So my energy consumption the cooking gas consumption is very, very low. I mean, I don't use even a one gas cylinder in a year. And I grew some plants on the roof. I grew fruit plants, I grew vegetables, I grew herbals. And so whenever Patri sir comes to my house, I offer him a herbal tea. All people coming, we have all almost a lot of ingredients produced there. So I was trying to reach to zero carbon footprint, and that motivated me. And I want to say, I wanted to learn that can I reduce my consumption to an extent that it helps in restoration of the environment. And that is the message, that is the motivation with which I have been working all through. So it is commonly said, even if we have 4 planet Earth, that will not be able to meet the demands at which now our consumption rates have grown. So with this background, I'll come to talk about greenery. So my campaign is that we have to have green everywhere. And where I mean is uh, that all places which Earth had originally maintained as a green spaces, that is the nature's message, that let me be green everywhere. And I'll come to it shortly. But the principles based on which my whole of the presentation is there is based on 4 or 5 major principles. The first principle is nature has the self-regenerating potential. So a resource which grows by itself, why should we feeling shortage of it? It is only because we are over harvesting, we are unwisely managing, we are using unregulated manner. So that is the first thing as a principle I want to use. The nature says that I am able to grow every year, and if you extract from me that much, as much I am growing every year, then I'll be able to maintain forever in perpetuity. So that is the principle we should use in revival of nature. And that's very clear, that we don't need any kind of inputs, any kind of costs, and we will be able to maintain it. So that is my first principle. Second principle is our previous, just a speaker before had already talked about, is the ecosystem approach. All living beings live in harmony. Parasparo graho jivnam. That principle says that if any species want to override the other species of other rights of other species, the nature will balance it. So in a natural ecosystem, all the species have almost equal rights to survive and live and flourish. So it can be a very minute organism like a virus, or it can be a giantly powerful organism like humans. If they maintain that, then they will be able to sustain forever. So that is the second principle I like to use wherever we interfere. These are the principles I'll apply. Third one is, as humans, we have collective wisdom. So when a group of people are put together to look for a decision, then they will come up with a decision which is in common welfare of the all, provided there is an atmosphere, and we don't forget that is our nature. That is not only human nature, that is even animal nature. So if we rationally, collectively talk, especially we as evolved people, we are spiritual people, we are right thinking people, then all the times collective decision will be better. And that's what is important for the nature. This is the third principle I like to use in my presentation. The fourth one is, with the evolution, we have learned to talk a lot of rubbish. We have learned to talk all beating around bush. We will keep talking and talking and talking, and will not come to action. We'll wait until everything vanishes, perishes, and we suffer a lot, till if the pollution level in a city does not rise more than 500 ppm particulate matter, we will not rise to the occasion and try to learn from it and do something. So human action needs a tremendous amount of stimulus, and that is the modern principle. It's not a natural principle. It's not our nature to live like that, but we have become like that. So what we are talking is, mostly we talk about awareness. Okay, let's become aware. Let's know about it. Let's convince people. So we keep on moving around this awareness business and knowledge business, and we talk and talk and talk. We don't come to action. So that is my urge to you, that let's come to action. It's very simple. Nature says, I'm giving you everything every year as per your need. Just limit, just limit your extraction up to the production which I'm giving every year. And nature is saying, I can sustain 10 billion people on this planet. I have enough to provide you everything. So the things to learn is very simple. It's more and more the action which is needed. This is my fourth argument I'm talking about. And I would urge again here, let's not talk about the least. We have to talk about the most. We have to do the most. Importantly, how much we can do best we have to do, not the least. So with this background, I'm coming to the vision that at least let's achieve 50% of the green cover on this planet. And that's the minimum we should get, although Earth had much higher green cover than this when Earth evolved. So we have to at least get back to it. And if we get back to it, it will be assured that we'll get pure air, pure water, pure food, everything, environment, all will be fine. And it's not difficult at all. Now let me come to the second part of the presentation. So where to green? Green everywhere. So I would talk about it that it's to be done all places possible. Let me come to 5 options. I'm talking. I'll come to one by one. One more thing I want to talk about is most people say, okay, let's inspire people. They will do it. It's somebody else's business. People keep running here and there and they feel somebody else will do it for them. I say if you're breathing, if you are consuming oxygen, it's your duty to produce oxygen. So none of us should escape this responsibility. Now let's come to the options and what is the level of innovation we can do. If a house we live in, what are the old surfaces we can green? We can green even the rooftop, all the balconies, all the open spaces, everything we can green. And nature is saying you just put a small amount of soil where you have dug out and made a house. You already destroyed that vegetation. So put that soil, little bit of soil on the roof. I'll be happy to grow there. In a smallest quantity of soil, nature says I'll be able to flourish there and provide you all the fruits to you, all the oxygen to you. We could say now we are in multi-stories, we don't have any space to grow. Nature says just put a small container. I'll green your entire building from the roof to everything, even a vertical space. Plants say that we can grow vertically. Just give a small space to us. We'll use all your vertical space also and provide you oxygen. We'll put factories and factories all around all places. This is a simple innovation, friends. Don't leave any space. It has to be green, urban areas. It can grow anywhere. It can take any shape. It has no rigidity. It's so flexible. Let it come everywhere. It can grow in water. Without soil, it says I can grow in water. Just put some water. Just let it flow. I'll nourish you from the water itself. Whole hydroponics. We can do wonders from this. So this is one side of the argument, and we say we can do composting, we can recycle everything, and in a small spaces we can grow at homes. Let's come to after homes. We want to now come to a larger arena of vegetation where we have our streets, parks, open spaces, hills, community spaces. What we can do is, it's not necessary to plant everywhere. We are often used to let's plant trees, let's plant trees. It's a big campaign all over, let's plant trees. I say that is a very last option. That's the lot of interference in nature. Nature says with minimum interference, I can provide you the health, provide you the nature, provide you the resources of nature. So I'm saying we can grow even by seeds. These are some of the photographs I'm showing. Every month some trees produce seeds. And let me not talk much about seeds right now, but I'll say I'll just buy an example, buy a small story in front of my house, which teaches me that seeds can grow, seeds can flourish and provide you entire thing. In the first picture itself, I said whole forest, it has grown by seeds only. Nature has grown everything by seeds, doesn't require any kind of efforts. Now, this picture is in front of my house where some seeds pods have fallen. I haven't done anything. The tree was there, the seeds have fallen. I didn't nourish them, I didn't notice them, I didn't ask them, I didn't help them anyway. And next few months after, I see there is a tree at the same place. The same seeds nature is putting and it's growing into beautiful trees. On the right side, what you see a picture is a inside the railway line. When I built my house, I took about a kilometer length of area inside the railway line and put just some seeds, babul and neem seeds. That's it. Very easy. I knew it from my experience of forest department. They will grow fast. So in 15 years of time now, you see a complete row of trees. I never did anything after putting those seeds. I didn't even go and watch whether they need any care. Nature takes its own care. So friends, seeding is one of the most easy option. Just find an area, close it, and let the seeds sprinkle there. Nature knows to put millions of seeds. A tree produces many times of seeds compared to the progenies it requires. A Bargad banyan tree will produce billions of seeds just waiting for one tree to flourish. There's some management things which I'm not talking about today. Now, when we want to sow seeds, we can innovate. We can innovate and use seed balls. Seed balls is to provide them more nourishing soil, a soil which is having higher water holding capacity, and put some manure also there. So when you make seed balls and you put multiple seeds in them, and when you sow them, even if there is a dry spell in 10-15 days during the rainy season, these balls will grow and they will be able to retain moisture, so they grow faster. So very easy thing to do, and everybody would enjoy that. All children, elderly, everyone enjoys that, and it makes it very easy. Before last year, we planted about more than 2 million seed balls, and more than 20% it's surviving. It's so easy to do it. Third thing, trees say that we are able to regrow from our branches. It's unlike humans or animals that if you cut their parts, it doesn't grow back. But plants say that we will be grow back from our parts only. So if you put a 1 foot girth branch, 20 feet, 30 feet, 25 feet, and just put in soil, and it will regrow and become a complete tree. What a beautiful thing it is. It readily is ready for 10-15-year-old growth is available in just 2-3 months. That will become a tree again. Many of these species, I'm giving you some pictures like banyan, ficus benjamina, erythrina, delonix, ficus elastica, gliricidias, moringa means Sanjana, plumerias, all champas, they all grow into trees just out of branches, and it becomes very easy to manage. You don't need regards, they are protected. So these are few innovations you can use. Now coming to tree planting. Now if you want to plant trees, there are several things to know about it, but a right quality of seedling should be there. It should not be too tall, too short. Root and shoot where it joins, there the collar should be thick enough to hold the trees. Don't be too tall where it cannot hold. Don't be too small. So there are few things about it. I'll not go into the details of the techniques today, but I'm just touching some points that some aspects are very important when you plant trees. You should have correct choice of species. You know how to plant it, right quality of plant, right to handle it. Then right water management and post-planting care. I'll give few things, I'll give demonstration of few things, but I'm urging here that we are starting a green counseling for anyone who wants help in planning anywhere in the country. we can give them online counseling. I'll come back to that point in a while. I am doing a detailed workshop starting from tomorrow for a week, where in detail I'll discuss everything in 1 hour, 9 to 10 p.m. every day. Anyone who wants to do greening anywhere in the country, please, they are invited to join. If they have additional knowledge, please share. Otherwise, we as forest officers, our team of people will share the knowledge every day in total nitty gritty, so that we have highest success in greening. I would use again and again greening, not tree planting. So that offer we are giving, and we'll cover all kinds of these things: seed, seedling, seed ball, stump planting, how to take care of the species, what species to choose, how to manage water. Everything will cover in these few days. Another thing we are offering now is a green counseling. So anywhere you want to plant trees, you have an industrial area, you have a waste area, you have a dump site, you have some campus to manage, you want to plant in a park, you have an open area. I went to Quantum Life University last February, and we offered that service, and we discussed in detail there. Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, everyone appreciated. So we gave a complete campus plan, and that plan would help the whole recharging of water in the campus, regreening with the native local ecosystem species, and total plan we give. Some people from Karnataka are already asking us, some people from Gujarat are already consulting. So we are ready to serve, and we have officials all over the country who will help. So this is another service I'm offering from a team of our people here. And this is an email on which anybody can write, we need help, and we'll contact them, we'll give a right appointment, and we'll discuss online and advise that. Whatever we know our best. Details of the old technologies, whatever we have learned in last 33 years of job, and feeling what can make it successful, that all we'll be happy to share. Let's come to some topics about correct choice of species. I think, keeping the time in view, I should not go in much detail, but I'll give just one example. If you choose a wrong species in a street, in front of your house, in a park, which is putting up a lot of, it's a what we call a deciduous species, which shades its leaf during summers, and those leaves will clutter the whole area, it will dump into the houses, and it will, people will be puzzled with this cleaning everywhere. So deciduous species should not be planted in streets and areas. That's a small clue I'm hinting you while choosing this species. Here I'm giving you pictures of some of the trees which we can use, have variety of colors of seeds. These are some yellow color flowers, these are some white color flowers, these are cream color, these are red color, these are pink color, these are violet color, and there are some trees which provide flowers all through the year. So we can choose a mix of these species, any street, any park, any railway line, any place, to make the whole area all the year blooming. So you have some flowers somewhere during the some time, and then you will feel the nice greenery impact of it. Similar, there are several things to understand which we'll be covering in our workshop. Let me come to a couple of more before I stop. Is the right quality of seedlings we should use, right? Then I'll just give example of some water management thing, how we should manage water while we are planting, and that's the one of the most important message I want to convey today. In this picture, this boy is showing that there is a small pit which is made in front of the tree planted. This pit can hold about 50, 60, 70 liters of water. And when rains come, the water will fill in the pit. And as rains continue, the water will percolate down. So within a period of 2, 3, 4 hours of rain, you would have probably supplied 1,000, 2,000 liters of water in the root zone of that plant. If you don't make this pit, the water will flow and it will not percolate down in for the tree. And this is the most important mistake we are making. Another thing we do is, before we want to plant, we dig a big pit, 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, big pit, which can hold about 200 liters of water, 150 to 200 liters of water. And when rains come, we let the couple of rains fall before we want to plant the trees. So in those rains, in 3-4 hours of rain, at least 1,000-2,000 liter water will percolate down in the root zone where we would be wanting to plant the trees. Now this we will not be able to do artificially. We cannot put a tanker there for each tree to supply water. So that's the advanced root zone recharging we should do. And after planting, we should dig a pit in front of the tree, not around the tree. Water should not stagnate near the stem of the tree. It should be slightly away. That are the mistakes people make. So if we use this kind of technique, we will require no watering for whole life of a tree whatsoever in whole of the country. Anywhere you do it, wherever there are few rains, even 4, 5, 6 rains happen in a rainy season, 3-4 hours of rain, this will be enough for trees to survive because they are deep rooters. And when deep rooters are there, they will penetrate down as the surface dries. The wet soil attracts the roots below, and once the roots have reached deeper, then trees will be able to survive without any artificial watering. So what a wonderful technique. We keep hearing, let's nourish the tree, take care of the tree, adopt a tree, and so many things we say. Tree says, I don't need anything. You just let me have some water and I'll grow by myself. Just don't damage me. Just don't graze me. Don't cut me. That's all 2 things. Trees will grow by itself. Every area will become green. So this is another thing I wanted to highlight. Fencing thing I'm not talking today. One small thing here is very emotional, and it's very emotional for me that we grow trees, we plant trees, and we don't leave any space for water to penetrate around the tree. We will cement everything. What a nasty thing we are doing. The tree grows. It requires water. It requires some air in the root zone. And we are so, even you see, you notice even a smallest space which was left after digging the bricks, that smallest space was also cemented. Now that's a very, very inhuman approach to trees. Here, one more principle I'll talk and then I'll stop, is that nature says, in this picture, there is a front area which is having some grass. It's not a very clear picture, but the hills behind had good vegetation, and the front area we just closed, and it starts reviving. In a small amount of time, the whole landscape becomes totally green without doing anything. So in this approach, what we are doing is, we are doing minimal interference. We are not doing anything. We are just letting the nature to operate and regulate our entry, that we don't extract, we don't disturb. And when it has come to the potential, it provides us every year for perpetuity. So that is the thing we have to do. Now I have 2 more small messages to give. This tree of Mahua is an excellent message of building culture. This is the highest thing which we require to do, is build cultures of doing things in a way. So if we have to leave an area, then we have to build a culture that people respect. Our traditional communities, our tribal communities have built so many such cultures. I'll give you examples of 2 cultures. One culture is that they sprinkle the saffron water all around an area which they want it should be left intact without disturbing. So in Hindi they call it Kesar Chhata. So those communities will take up, say, 100 hectare, 50 hectare, whatever area they want to close. They will sprinkle some water around and convey to whole community that this area is now closed. And they have spread beliefs like, if now somebody enters and cuts the trees there or removes any material from there, either he will be bitten by a snake, or God will be, deity will be annoyed, the family will be sick, somebody will die, or things like that. Now, whatever kind of belief it is. But look at the intelligence of those elderlies who have created a system of belief where people start conserving and protecting. See the value of that, see the wisdom of that, see the utility of that. Whatever way they have done, they have created a culture. This tree is a Mahua tree. The culture of Mahua tree all over the country is that none of the people will pluck even the leaves, even the branches, because this provides them flowers, seeds, very useful things for tribals. So this is a culture they have spread. Now they don't need to regulate it. No police is required. No criminal business is required. Nobody will violate. Even a smallest child would understand right from the childhood. So I'm saying, let's create culture. Let's create a system in which everybody follows. Only simple things we have to follow. So if we do mass mobilization, we do glamorization. I'll give you a counter example. A Valentine Day, like a thing which nobody knew 20 years before in the country, in India, it's spreading like fast and becomes a culture. Now, if such a thing can become a culture, can we not make some nature reverence and protecting the nature is a culture? We have to be wisely using some strategies of mass mobilization, glamorizing. Let's invite anybody who is a glamoral hero. Our Hamare to Patri sir is a great hero. Even if we request him that let's declare PSSM's Green Day somewhere in July, that all PSSM lovers will plant 10 trees, 20 trees. Wherever they are, will have achieved millions of trees. Millions of trees we will be able to. Just we have to put it in our culture. We have to glamorize. Let's invite Amitabh Bachchan. Okay, now you become an ambassador and you will do it. A Coca-Cola can sell in whole country. Glamorizing this. Let's learn how can we glamorize. And this is, friends, my last message, that let's mobilize. When people are collectively deciding something, they will able to grow everything. This is my example of working in more than 1,000 villages, where 200 villages I could mobilize, and they protected their area. Some of them have been awarded nationally. So these are few approaches. I want to stop here. And some of the tips I have shared here which can be followed, and I invite people who are interested in learning more about it to join my series from tomorrow 9 p.m. onwards. I have given the links, I think, or otherwise I'll provide the link for circulation. My YouTube channel is Samagram. Samagram is SAMAGRAM. Just type that and that will be live on that. Otherwise, we use Zoom also. So with these few words, I want to thank Patri sir and Parinita for taking this great initiative. This is a great motivation to work with the whole PSSM team, all our nation and probably global community to work for saving our environment. And if some of my views are helpful to anyone, it helps, I'll be highly obliged. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. We are looking forward to work with you. Swag initiative and Samagram, both of us will work hand in hand for the next future to work for the environment. And we are always going to have more people like you on our platform. And also, we would like to invite you for our webinars to enlighten many people who would like to know more about this environment, who are environmental conscious. And it's amazing, sir, the way you presented about the trees and how simply we can actually care for the trees and how trees they themselves can be growing with their own innate abilities, even though they are we are as a man we are giving them a lot of destruction and we are providing them with very less support, but still the trees are helping us and they are our lungs. And thank you so much, sir. And the way you articulated about the consciousness, it's all about we are connected. The super intelligence that created this year, it definitely made us interdependent. Definitely, the way we exhale carbon dioxide and the tree inhales carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen. It's nothing sort of a random event. It is definitely a great intelligence behind this design. So we are all here to respect this design and move forward and to work along with the environment. So now I would like to invite our founder.
I would like to request Patriji to speak a few words, please.
Dr. Nihal Jain is our foremost master. He's not only a great forest officer, not only a great environmental, but he's a great Jain Muni. He's a great Jain master and a great pyramid master who is totally committed to all 18 principles of PSSM. Swamiji, my pranams to you. You are a multifaceted man.
Pranam, sir.
Such a great genius. I always admire
थैंक यू सर.
you, Swamiji.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू. आपकी प्रेरणा से बहुत काम करने को मोटिवेशन मिलता है सर. और जो नेचर ने जो बैलेंस हमको दिया है वो उसको समझने में आपकी प्रेरणा से मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है सर. जैसे ही हम सांसों के साथ अंदर जाते हैं उस विराट सत्ता की जो शिक्षा है वो प्रकृति जो दे रही है वो हमें और अच्छे से समझने को मौका मिलता है सर. और वही प्रेरणा का स्रोत है. थैंक यू सर.
Absolutely marvelous, Swamiji. Dhanyavad.
Thank you,
Your
sir.
presence here today.
सर आपकी तरफ से एक घोषणा हो जाए एक दिन जिस दिन सब लोग PSSM को लवर्स जो है पेड़ लगाएंगे सर. जुलाई का एक दिन तय करेंगे सर. तो उस दिन
बाबा
मास मूवमेंट चाहिए सर. बस इतना सा
करेंगे
सर. थैंक यू सर.
You propose the date.
I'll do it sir. I'll find out a date where we'll link it up with other जो फेस्टिवल होता है सर. वन महोत्सव होता है साल भर में. I'll just find out the date and I'll be in touch with you and Parinita and all.
Not only date, the time also.
Time also sir. Thank you sir. I'll do it sir.
Time of the day.
Right.
1 hour slot, so that the same 1 hour all pyramid masters will plant trees.
Thank you sir. Thank you. Great sir. It's a great achievement for me sir. Your blessings, your message is very motivating sir. Very motivating. Thank you sir.
I think we'll create seed balls and throw them in the forest.
Yes. Yes, sir. We'll do it, sir. I'll share all the videos and how to do it and the whole series. I'll be making it available. And
Parinita, you manage the whole thing.
Definitely.
One day we'll the year mark. Okay?
Yeah.
In the next couple of months, before the rainy season is out,
yes, sir.
Sure.
we'll go into the forest and throw all the seed balls.
Definitely. Let all of PSSM come together in this project. Let all of us plant trees together. Let all of us create forests and homes for animals and birds.
Right.
Throw seed balls.
Yes.
Yes. Right, sir. That's a very effective way of doing it.
Parinita, you will manage the whole thing.
Definitely.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Swami. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nihal Jain, for coming over and sharing with us your wisdom. Truly, planting trees is one of the most vital aspects in our life because that is the way to give back to nature.
Right.
We have taken so much from nature, and then it is time for us to give back to nature, and this is the only way to do it. Thank you so much for coming over and sharing with us all the knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I would like to share the vote of thanks to everyone, my dear friends. I would like to request everyone to please switch on your videos to celebrate today, the World Environment Day. Let us come together and applause. Give a huge round of applause. I would like to unmute everyone. You can unmute please. Let us clap for today. Let us clap for Patriji. Let us clap for Karthikeyanji. Let us clap for all the esteemed speakers who have come today and shared their knowledge and wisdom with all of us. Big applause. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all.
I would like to share my vote of thanks with everyone, my dear friends. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event with a lovely audience, with lovely, beautiful speakers, beautiful wisdom. And I would like to thank Patriji, our guru, friend, philosopher, guide, and inspiration for his gracious presence on the occasion of World Environment Day and sharing his message with all of us and letting us go into the deep meditation with his beautiful music. We always love his flute music, and I would give anything for that. Just to listen to him play that flute music and I go into meditation, that's all we want. And let us all spread meditation for humanity. Let us spread plant-based food for the animals. Let us all serve nature for Mother Earth. Let humanity thrive. Let animal kingdom thrive. Let plant and mineral kingdom thrive. Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement and SWAG would like to thank our very own SWAG ambassador, Dr. D.R. Karthikeyan ji, for all the service that he has been rendering towards Mother Nature and humanity. We can't thank you enough, sir. Thank you for accepting to be our ambassador for SWAG. I would like to thank our esteemed speakers, Kalpana Ramesh, Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi, Subhash Chandra Reddy, Ricky Cage, Dr. Nandita Shah, Simar Kohli, Padma Kopala, and Dr. Nihal Jain, who are accepted our humble request to share their wisdom and knowledge on this platform. Thank you very, very, very much. I would like to request everyone to kindly applaud once again for all of them. And now I would like to thank our team who have worked behind the scenes and in front of the scenes to make this event a reality. I would like to thank Soumya for her awesome posters and working 24/7 for PSSM Global. She is a hard worker. She's I can't thank her enough. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you have put in, and Radhika for her impeccable writing skills. I would like to thank our moderators for today, Vanaja, Shrikant, Hanish, Chandrakala, Sheena, and Madhavi for their unconditional support. Thank you so much for just responding to just one call. I thank PMC Pyramid Meditation Channel team who work 24/7 to bring spirituality to each and every person's mobile, tabs, televisions, etc. for streaming this event online for all our viewers who are unable to join the live event. A big thanks, a big thanks to the lovely audience. You have been really amazing today. Thank you very much for making this happen. Forever grateful and to each and every one. This is Parinita Patri signing off, my dear friends. And before I sign off, I would like to ask my lovely father and my lovely mother to speak a few words.
You are doing a great job. I am very proud of you.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah. Hanish and everybody have seen him as a kid. Now see how he is working. Really. And Jain ji, Nihal Jain ji, namaskar. सबको नमस्कार.
I would like to hear from Sushil Jain ji. आप थोड़ा बात करें स्वामी जी.
इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, इतना बढ़िया प्रोग्राम चल रहा है. परिणीता ने सच में इतना अच्छा प्रोग्राम अरेंज किया. डॉक्टर निहाल जैन को सुन के तो बहुत ही मजा आया. इतना नॉलेज है, इतनी चीजें आगे जा सकती हैं. हम लोगों को सिर्फ करना शुरू करना चाहिए. और जितने भी स्पीकर्स थे, रियली वंडरफुल. क्या नॉलेज एक के पास है. हम लोग सच में मिलजुल के बहुत कुछ किया जा सकता है, बहुत कुछ करना चाहिए एंड बहुत कुछ हो जाएगा. श्योर, आई एम वेरी श्योर. रियली इट्स अ ग्रेट जॉब यू आर डूइंग, Parinita.
Where are you from, Swami ji? Where are you from?
आई एम फ्रॉम दिल्ली. स्वामी जी, आपसे मुलाकात हुई थी हरिद्वार में भी और दिल्ली में भी.
अच्छा.
रिमेम्बर, आपको मैंने एक बुक भी प्रेजेंट की थी जिसमें स्वाध्याय के लिए बहुत सारा मटेरियल है जो अब कॉलेजेस में पढ़ाया जा रहा है.
अच्छा. हाँ.
रिमेम्बर दैट?
हाँ, yes, you are right, Swami.
और हमने अभी रिसेंटली एक IIT दिल्ली स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, कोई 100 से ऊपर स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हमने प्रोग्राम भी किया उनको उसी बुक बेस पे, and it was response was tremendous, very very good, and it covers all areas including environment, sustainability, and wisdom part.
Yes, Swamiji, I remember the book. Yes.
Yeah. Have you read that book, sir?
No, it is with me.
Yeah. So do give your comments on that. What do you
Yes, sir.
think of the book?
Yes, sir. Ranjit Kaur, speak up.
नमस्कार सर, मैंने कभी आपको मिली नहीं हूँ, बट मैं निहाल सर से जुड़ी हुई समागम से, मैं उनके थ्रू मेडिटेशन करती है। जो आपने बताया है वो बताते हैं, हम करते हैं। आपका फ्लूट म्यूजिक मैंने बहुत बार सुना है, बहुत ही ऐसा लगता है कि दूसरी दुनिया में ही पहुंच जाते हैं हम उसको अगर सुन के मेडिटेशन में बैठते हैं। सर आज पहली बार मैंने आपका दर्शन किया है, बहुत बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है ये प्रोग्राम देख के, पूरा देख के। थैंक्स टू निहाल जैन सर, क्योंकि उनके थ्रू ही मैं आपको देख पाई हूँ या आपसे जुड़ पाई हूँ। मैं कहाँ चंडीगढ़ में, कहाँ आप साउथ में, कहाँ सर जयपुर में, पता नहीं कैसे ये लिंक बना, बट आई रियली थैंक गॉड फॉर एवरीथिंग। नमस्कार सर, बहुत अच्छा प्रोग्राम था आपका। मेरा प्रणाम सर।
Thank you,
मैं
Baba.
आपको भी
Thank you, Baba. उदय कुमार जी, नमस्कार.
नमस्कार।
रंजीत हमारे पर्यावरण और इकोलॉजी की बहुत बड़ी अच्छी जानकार है सर, और शी इज अ वेरी गुड सपोर्टर।
Yes, sir. Yes, Uday Kumar ji.
Sir, it was indeed a great program, and Jain Saab ka jo presentation tha, I've been inspired, and I got so many tips from that. I'm going to plant something like 7,000 trees in the coming 1 or 2 months in a place called Varadanaikanahalli in Nelamangala. Right now I'm in Belgaum because of lockdown, and well, I have visited quite a number of times Pyramid Valley. Whoever comes to Bangalore, I take them to Pyramid Valley. And first time I got also an opportunity to see you, and I'm eager to listen to your flute also. I would like to meet you sometimes when I am in Bangalore, depending upon your availability, Swamiji. And it's been a great event on June 5th to mark this day. Wonderful experiences. I must thank Simran who connected me to join this program.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yeah.
Harish Bitla.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, all. Hi, Parinita Akka.
Hi.
Recently, I have completed Reinvent 40-day program, sir, by Parimala Akka, and I have just known about this program on that session. I'm really very happy to meet these two guys, sisters, Parinita Akka and Parimala Akka, and Radhika Akka too. I'm really very blessed that I'm working with these guys. I'm practicing meditation from past 1.5 years only. Actually started that when I met you in Bodhan, sir. I came to your birthday celebration on November 5th, 2020. From that day, you just called me, and I was standing up there in the crowd, and you just called me that, come here, Ra. I don't know, I'm that scared why you're calling me. And you వచ్చి నా కాళ్ళు పట్టరా అన్నారు. నేను మీ కాళ్ళు పట్టడం స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పటి నుంచి ఆ రోజు నుంచి నేను ఏదో రకంగా తప్పకుండా అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 1 hour, half an hour మిస్ కాకుండా ధ్యానం చేసుకుంటున్నాను, లేదా ఏదో ఒక బుక్ చదవడమో, ఎక్కడో ఒక చోట చిన్న రీల్స్ PDF చదవడమో, బట్ ఈ ప్యాక్ నుంచి మాత్రం డివేట్ అవ్వకుండా ఉంటున్నాను సార్. ఐఎమ్ రియల్లీ బ్లెస్డ్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఆల్. నాకు ఈ ఆత్మజ్ఞానం అందించిన మా గురువు గారు, నాకు ఫస్ట్ ఇదంతా చెప్పిన మా బావ గారు చంద్రశేఖర్ గారు, కామారెడ్డి మార్కండేయ పిరమిడ్ మెడిటేషన్ సెంటర్ మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు సార్. నేను ఆల్రెడీ 2 times మీరు మా పిరమిడ్ కి వచ్చారు. అక్కడ కూడా ఫుడ్ అంతా కూడా నేనే ప్రిపేర్ చేసి మీకు అందించాను.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే సార్.
ఈ ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్ అంతా కూడా చాలా బాగుంటుంది సార్. నేను పట్టుకు మీకు బాగా ప్రేమిస్తాను సార్. ఇంటి దగ్గర కూడా చాలా చెట్లు నాటుతా ఉంటాను.
ఓకే 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 ఓకే. आशीष तिवारी मैम.
अरे नमस्ते. नमस्ते पत्री सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
आ रही।
नमस्ते मैडम।
नमस्ते।
मैं हरिद्वार में मिली थी आप लोगों से, और तनुजा नाम है मेरा, लखनऊ से हूँ मैं। और मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, ये मैं 4 बजे से लगातार देख रही हूँ, और पेड़ों का मुझे बहुत शौक है, और आज भी डेली बहुत सारे पेड़ लगाती हूँ मैं घर के आसपास, और बातें भी करती हूँ, और वो बहुत सारी बातें मुझे गाइड करते हैं। और अब तो मैं उनको मेडिटेशन भी कराने लगी हूँ, पेड़ भी करते हैं मेरे साथ मेडिटेशन, और नाइट में भी मेरे साथ, मतलब सोते भी हैं साथ में, बस खेलते कूदते पूरे समय पेड़ों का रहता है। और बहुत अच्छा, फर्स्ट टाइम मैं आपसे ऐसे जूम पे बात कर रही हूँ।
बिल्कुल।
और शुरू में JTTP मैंने 2nd से ज्वाइन किया, और अभी तक लगातार कर रही हूँ।
थैंक यू बाबा।
थैंक यू आपको, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। मन था आप दोनों से बात करने का, मैडम से मैं सोची थी फोन पे बात करूं, लेकिन मैं टाइम का मुझे पता नहीं, मैम से बात करने का, अम्मा से बात करने का बहुत मन हो रहा था। एक बार बात भी करी थी, फिर मेरे को लगता पता नहीं कब बात करूं,
करेक्ट,
तो इसलिए नहीं करती थी। लेकिन देखिए आज कितने अच्छे दिन पेड़ों ने मुझे बात करवा दी आपसे, प्लांट्स ने, पर्यावरण दिवस के, एनवायरमेंट डे के दिन। थैंक यू।
ज्योति बुत्रा,
या आवाज आ रही है ना?
हाँ जी आ रही है, बोलिए।
सर नमस्ते, प्रणाम सर, शत नमन आपको। सर मैं मुंबई से हूँ, और अभी आप जब अप्रैल में आए थे तभी मिलना हुआ था सर। पहले ऐसा था कि लॉकडाउन की वजह से सब कुछ बंद है तो कैंसिल हो गया था। फिर बहुत इच्छा थी कि जाना तो है, सर से मिलना तो है, तो 2nd में कॉल आ गया कि आप आ सकते हैं। तो सर बहुत अच्छा लगा, आपके जस्ट सामने बैठ के हमने मेडिटेशन किया सर। और अभी निहाल सर के साथ समागम से जुड़ी हुई हूँ, और स्पिरिचुअल टैबलेट से भी अभी जस्ट स्टार्ट किया है हमने। तो सर प्लांट्स का अभी 7 डेज सर कराने वाले हैं, वो भी ज्वाइन करना है।
थैंक यू बाबा।
सर बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है आपसे मिलके। मैम नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
थैंक यू।
ओके, Parima Jaswant.
Hi sir.
Hi.
Good evening madam. Good evening sir. And నా పేరు జశ్వంత్ సార్. నాకు ఒక డౌట్ ఉంది, అది క్లారిఫై చేస్తారా?
ఇప్పుడు డౌట్ సమయం కాదు నాయనా. Just say hi, that's all.
Small doubt.
Thank you very much. Okay, Pari.
Okay. Okay, so as you said, this is a time to celebrate, to say hi to everyone, and celebrate Mother Earth, to learn from the various speakers that we have got today. Thank you so much everyone. Have a lovely evening and have a great future ahead, a green future, a beautiful, wonderful, bright future for all of us, for the future generations. Thank you so much everyone. We'll be conducting more and more events, or swag events. For any person who would wish to volunteer for swag activities, more than welcome. Please write to support@letswag.org and we'll be in touch with you. Thank you so much everyone. This is Parinita Patri signing off finally. Namaste. Thank you.